Making a start with some breaking news coming in. 17 migrant laborers run over by a train in Aurangabad. That's the big breaking update. The train, in fact, passed over these workers who were sleeping near the track in Aurangabad's Jalna railway line. That's the big update. Going across to Payal, who joins us on the broadcast. Payal, really tragic news coming in.
Well, absolutely. That's the information that we've been able to gather from our sources in the Railway Ministry, who are saying that essentially, by their records, Vandana, 15 people have been run on, unfortunately, this morning. The incident is reported to be at about 6:30 in the morning, wherein, so many people who were sleeping on the tracks and they were run over by this goods train which is passing by between this division that you spoke about. And unfortunately, they've been run over, and that's the information that we're getting as of now.
All right, stay on with us, Payal. Going across to Radhika as well, who joins us on the broadcast. Radhika, any reaction yet from the Maharashtra government? Right, we'll try and reconnect to Radhika in just a bit. But going back across to Payal, Payal, why exactly were these labourers in that area? Why were they sleeping on the railway track? Were they waiting maybe for a train to take them home?
There have been a couple of trains that have in fact passed and travelled from Aurangabad to a couple of other places. So we have to still ascertain, we have to still wait for the official confirmation as to it's a surprising fact why they were to sleep on the track. Was nobody really monitoring that they were on the tracks? And the fact that the railways has often issued directions for people not to venture around tracks, leave aside sleeping on these tracks. So it's a matter of investigation as to why were they found sleeping on the tracks and nobody stopped them. That's something which has to certainly be looked forward to.
Right, Payal. At the same time, these are the concerns that have been raised by migrant labourers. They've been saying that they have no place to go, they have no place to sleep, which is why they want to return home in the first place.
Well, absolutely. They definitely wanted to return home. There's no doubt in anybody's mind about that. And that's one of the reasons that various states had coordinated and you had these special trains, the Shramik special trains to take them back home. But the fact of the matter is that it's probably a lapse on the part of the authority over there. It's so many people. It's not just one or two people. It's 17 people who were found sitting near the tracks and, they were unfortunately run over this morning. And that resulted in their death as well. But, why did nobody stop them from sleeping there? Why did nobody notice them? It clearly appears to be a lapse of sorts, and that has to be investigated.
Right, and we also hope, Payal, that these are the final numbers. We do hope that the death toll is not going to increase.
Well, we certainly hope so, but the information is still trickling in, and we are officially still to hear about the numbers over and above 15. Railways, for now, will be able to confirm and tell us that 15 laborers have died because of this run over by this train at 6:30 in the morning. And we are told that these laborers were headed to Chhattisgarh. If they were headed to Chhattisgarh, were they headed on foot? And if they were headed on foot, then why were they found near the railway track? This is a matter of grave concern for now.
Absolutely. It's also unfortunate, Payal, that they were heading from Maharashtra to Chhattisgarh, a huge distance, a considerable distance, on foot in the first place.
Well, absolutely, because, a lot of these migrant laborers have been so worried and have been so desperate to say their leaves because, there are, when these trains are flying from two locations, not everybody gets a chance. Their numbers run into thousands and thousands of in terms of migrant laborers, but the trains have not been able to accommodate for more than 1,200. And then certain people have lost their patience and they said that they will continue to walk on foot. We've seen people walking on highways on foot, whether it is from Bangalore going all the way to Maharashtra or it is from any other location as well. We've seen the visuals in Surat and in Rajkot, etc. as well, where people decided to come out to the roads and walk on foot and make that journey back home because they feel that the government is not doing enough and they feel that they don't have time and patience anymore.
Right, and we do, Payal, at the same time know that rail traffic has stalled in the country except for very special trains taking migrant labourers' homes and good trains. It's possible that the migrant labourers were under the impression that trains will not be plying and that's why they could sleep on the tracks.
Well, the migrant labourers, in the past also have not been informed too well as well, Vandana. That's exactly one of the reasons you saw so many of them actually take, walk on foot and then try to reach a particular location as well. They did not mind walking up to 400, 500 kilometers with small children in tow as well. And, once these trains were announced, that is when they would probably have been very, very impatient because remember this lockdown has been on for more than 6 weeks as well. And they really lost out on patience because they feel that they don't have any income over here. They feel that, they can't live in the conditions that they're really living in. And more than anything else, whenever you're not feeling good, your mind tells you that you want to head home. That's exactly what these laborers want to do, irrespective of state government giving them assurances that, with the economic activities that have begun right now, they'll get some sort of work to do. But it seems that these laborers have really lost their patience and all they want to do is just head back home.
Absolutely, Payal. Stay on with us, bringing in Radhika as well. Radhika, any reaction coming in from the Maharashtra government?
No reaction as yet from the Maharashtra government. We'll have to await for some sort of reaction from the Mahavikas Aghadi government. So as of now, absolutely no reaction because this incident happened at 6:30 a.m. We know for a fact that 15 laborers were resting. There are 4 laborers who were injured as well in this particular incident. We are yet to get an official reaction from the railways too at this point as to how exactly this incident happened. Of course, they were resting on the railway tracks and this was a goods train that was crossing by. This is Aurangabad-Jalna route, and what we hear is that they were on their way walking towards Chhattisgarh. We've been seeing such incidents over the last several days where the migrant laborers are walking to their native, to their hometowns by foot, and this is a tragic incident that happened this morning. We are yet to await, we are yet to get an official word from the state government or from the railways.
All right, but at the same time, is it confirmed that all these migrants were from Maharashtra, or were they merely passing through Maharashtra on their way to Chhattisgarh, Radhika? Do we have any information on that?
Well, there is no information of that as well. What we hear is that they were working in MIDC in that particular area in Aurangabad, in MIDC Corporation. They were laborers there. So most likely all of them are from Maharashtra. That's the initial information that we are getting, that they all were laborers in MIDC in Aurangabad and they were on their way to Chhattisgarh, which was their hometown, and they were sleeping on the tracks when this particular goods train ran over them at about 6:30 a.m. So the initial information is that they were workers at MIDC, Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation in Aurangabad.
All right, stay on with us, Radhika. Bringing in Payal once again. Payal, we were talking about how there is so much of desperation among the migrant labourer community. There's so much of angst. Various state governments have announced that they will be taken home. States like Karnataka, on the other hand, have stopped trains for the time being, which is why labourers have had enough, and possibly why these migrant labourers were making the very treacherous journey home.
It's a very unfortunate sort of scenes as well, Vandana, because these laborers first were told that, nothing will happen and it's a complete lockdown. That's when they decided to take it on foot. And several of them started walking for around 400 to 500 kilometers on foot, even if they had small children and luggage with them as well. After that, when these trains have begun, and first confusion that was actually created in Karnataka, first by shutting the railway trains, because the builders met with the chief minister, and then, when they realized that it was a backlash, then they decided to run these trains again. But like I said, that since the social distancing has to be maintained and since, a lot of precautions have to be taken, so one particular train which could have otherwise carried at least a couple of thousand passengers is now just taking probably a maximum of 1,200 passengers if it's a 24-coach train as well. And these migrant laborers' numbers run into lakhs. For example, for a state like Bihar, it runs into lakhs of these migrant laborers, and they've been extremely frustrated given the fact that there's lockdown. They don't have a way to transport themselves back home. They have limited means to leave. There was no work which was happening, which means there was no income. They could not, even if they had some money, they could not send that money back home as well. So there were several problems that they were actually countering, and that actually led to a lot of frustration as well. A bit of a delay on part of the government over here to actually understand the woes and address the woes as well. Even though some chief ministers were very, very insistent from day one when they spoke to the Prime Minister, saying that this issue has to be addressed. And all that these laborers now wanted was to go back home as well. And we see unfortunate scenes pan out in Uttar Pradesh when the laborers reached home and probably they just breathed their last the moment they reached home, which is such an unfortunate incident to report.
Right.
And so sad for the families as well. But obviously, these laborers have lost their patience as well, even though the government has constantly been addressing their issues and have been telling them there is nothing to worry. In fact, a lot of state governments have asked them to stay back because there will be work for them as well. But these laborers they feel that it's enough.
Absolutely, a true tale of desperation, Payal. But thank you for getting us all those details. Also, thank you to Radhika for joining us earlier.